Today I'm going to talk about self-disclosure. It's where you reveal information about yourself to another person. It might be emotions you have, or you may find that you're a sensitive person or a sarcastic person, or that you have a funny personality, you like to tell jokes, or maybe you just want to tell them about a hard time you had, maybe a sickness or an illness you had. Maybe you want to tell them of a talent you had, or a trip you might have taken, or an event in your past. Anything that you reveal about yourself to another person is self-disclosure. There are benefits and dangers of self-disclosure. Benefits would be it gives you knowledge and perspective about yourself. You get a better understanding of your own behavior and why you do certain things. Also, knowing that, it helps you cope with yourself. Cope with certain things that you might have done in your past. It also helps you be a better communicator. Whenever somebody self-discloses information to you and you understand that, you understand the person a little better. You understand why they did something or why they might be telling this to you. It also makes you a more respectful and trustworthy person. By self-disclosing your flaws, it means that you are open for them to trust you and you trust them enough to speak to them about those things. There are also risks of self-disclosure, and they are you reveal stuff about yourself to a person, you are very vulnerable. After you told them that information, you can't take that back. They can use that against you at any time. It could hurt relationships you have with your parents or friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, anything. If you reveal, your sexuality might be different, you might be in a relationship with a person of a different race or culture, religion. If people don't understand certain things, they usually don't agree with it. And that could be a problem. It can also cause you professional risk. Your criminal background that you self-disclose to somebody. If you post pictures or videos of you drinking, doing drugs, doing anything illicit, personal information you need to think about before you self-disclose it to somebody. Can this hurt me in my future? Professionally, it could hurt you from getting into a good school. It can hurt you from getting a job, or it can get you fired from that job that you currently have. Also, there are guidelines to self-disclosure. It could be useful in a relationship by telling the person that you, maybe something that happened in your past. Tell them about that event, and it may help them understand you better and why maybe you act a certain way. They may be able to understand and deal with it a little better. Also, do not disclose close personal subject matter to somebody you just met. Don't tell them about your sexual past if you just sat down at a bus stop and you just met them. That might make them feel uncomfortable. You don't know how they'll react to certain things, and it's just better left not disclosing real close personal information right off the back. Give the person that you are talking to a chance to answer when you're talking about a subject at hand. They may be able to help you determine if they are enjoying the subject by their body language or their expressions. You may find that they do not. This conversation isn't going so well, and that they are feeling uncomfortable. You can change the subject, or you can stop talking altogether. There are guidelines for also receiving self-disclosure. You never want to judge somebody that's going to trust you enough to take the time out and tell you certain things. Keep that to yourself also. Never tell anybody else something that's self-disclosed just to you. That's very personal. It goes back to trust. They trusted you enough to tell you that information. You should keep it to yourself unless they allow you to tell somebody. Always maintain eye contact. That's a very important point. You seeing eye to eye, you looking at them, lets them know that you are concentrated on what they're saying. Also, ask relevant questions. Don't ask something that doesn't pertain to the subject at hand. Makes you show no interest at all. Might then belittle them by showing that you're not paying attention to them. Also, be supportive, verbally and non-verbally. Tell them, yeah, I understand. Tell them a story that might be similar, or just a quick, shake of the head. Yes, I understand. That's easy itself. You can, like I said, you can also reply to them with a similar story. It may help them, loosen up a little bit and say, yeah, he's been through something like this. She's been through something similar. and it'll help them. Also, I find that all of this does not, there's a difference between self-disclosing online and in person. In person, you can tell how the conversation is going from their body language, their facial expressions, their tone of voice. You can tell if the conversation is going well or if it's making them uncomfortable. Online, you can't really do that. You don't know. You can't see the person if you just don't know. They can lie to you. They can hide things. Also, you don't know if they are really male or female or the correct age they could lie to you about, and stuff that's said both online and in person, you can never take back. It's always going to be out there. So think about what you want to say and make sure you're telling it to the right person.